Hi TWC, this is Natasha Osho coming to you with a fitness moment. For those of you who don't know, in addition to myself being an OBGYN, I am also a certified personal trainer. So I'm just going to go through some very basic movements that you will be able to do within the circuit. Just some simple things to kind of get you up and moving while we are social distancing. So the first thing we're going to do is start with a warm-up. So with this move, you're going to touch your right ear, try to touch it to your right shoulder, and then you're going to hold that for approximately 5 seconds. So we're going to try to touch the right ear to the right shoulder, and then you should feel a stretch along this side of the muscles of the neck, and we're going to hold that. And then we're going to come back to center, and then we're going to switch and touch the left ear to the left shoulder. And then we're going to try to hold that. And again, you're going to feel the stretch on the opposite side of the neck. All right, and then you're going to come back to center. And then now we're going to look to our right. And try to look as far as you can. Right chin to right shoulder and hold. All right, and then come back to center, and then we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So looking left, left chin to left shoulder, hold for about 5 seconds. All right, and then we're going to come back to center. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is warm up our arms and our shoulders. So we're going to start with your arms stretched out to the side, and then we're just going to make small circles. So we're going to do approximately 20 circles. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then we're going to go backwards for 20 circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then we're going to go forward again with bigger circles. So again, 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and backwards, same big circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, good job. So the last part of the warm-up is going to be for our legs. And so this, I am standing within a confined space of my house, but if you're outside or in a bigger space, and you can actually do this movement while you're walking. So essentially what we're going to do is called knee-ups. So we're going to take our right leg, and we're just going to bring our knee up to our chest, and then put it down. And then we're going to do the same thing on the left side, knee up and down. And then we're just going to keep doing this movement. We're going to do it for a count of 10 on each leg. So this is 3. And 4. And 5. And then what I'm doing with my hands is just giving a little extra lift to my knee. And this is 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Okay, so that was one cycle through. Typically you want your warm up to be about 3 to 5 minutes. So let's do one more cycle through the warm up, and then I will show you the moves that we're going to focus on in the workout. So again, right ear, right shoulder, and hold for 5 seconds. You're going to feel the stretch on the left side. And while you're doing these movements, make sure that you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So we're going to come back to center, and then left ear, left shoulder, feel the stretch, and breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then back to center. All right, and then we're going to do our arm circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Forward again, bigger circles. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, and then we're going to do our knee ups. So 1, 2, 3, and you should actually feel this warm up. The purpose of a warm up is to get your heart rate elevated, start the blood flowing through your body in preparation for your workout. So you should feel your heart kind of beating a little bit faster than it was when you started. And that's a good sign that your body is getting itself prepared for your workout. And this is 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. So I figured today we will focus on basic moves. So we'll do a compound move. So a compound move is a movement that works multiple muscle groups throughout the body. So we're going to work on the squat today, and then we're going to do upper body. So we're going to do biceps, triceps, and then we're going to do some shoulder work, which is why we kind of spent a little bit of time warming up the shoulders. So starting with the squat, in order to properly do a squat, you want your feet to be approximately shoulder width apart. And what you want to do is you want to sit, move your butt back as if you are sitting in a chair. So I'm going to turn to the side so that way you can see my form for my squats. And so what we're going to do is we are going to stick the butt out and like we're sitting in a chair, and then we're going to come up. And when you come up, you're actually going to squeeze your glutes. So it's a very subtle movement of the hip to squeeze the muscles in the gluteus region. So we're going to do that again. So again, feet shoulder width apart. You want to sit back like you're sitting in a chair, and then you want to come up and squeeze the glutes. Another important thing with the squat is when you sit back as if you're sitting in a chair, you want your spine to be straight. You don't want to be hunched over like this. You don't want to be more upright like this. You want a neutral spine. So that's going to be very important to help prevent injury. So squat and then come up and squeeze the glutes. So I will squat from the front so that way you can see what it looks like from the front. So again, knees and feet are shoulder width apart, and you're going to sit, and then you're gonna come up and squeeze, and sit, and come up and squeeze. If you are having a hard time with your squat, and one thing that you can do is turn your toes out to the side, and then you want to sit like you're in a chair, come up and squeeze. So I will turn to the side so you can see that movement. So my feet are turned out, still a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And then you're gonna sit, and then you're gonna come up. And still, if you are having a hard time with your squat movement, then just grab a chair. And so really the only thing a squat is sitting in a chair. And so we grab a chair, and what you want to do is put your feet shoulder width apart. You have your chair here, and then you're just gonna act like you're sitting in a chair. So as soon as your bottom hits that chair, you pop right back up and squeeze your glutes. So sit in a chair, come back up. Sit in a chair, come back up. And sit in a chair, and come back up. And so another key point with the squat is when you come back up, you want to drive through the heel of your foot. You do not want to come out of a squat with the drive through the balls or the toes of your foot. It has to be through the heel. That is the proper way to go from a sitting to a standing position. So sit in a chair and then come up, driving through the heels. Okay, so that's the squat. So very, very simple compound movement. You can make it harder by incorporating weights. You can make it easier by using a chair. You can also make it difficult by increasing the speed of your squats. So for example, I can do, squats for cardio by just basically going faster. All right. You can also make it more difficult by incorporating, if you have a set of dumbbells, then what you can do is you can do a squat to an overhead press. And then that makes the movement, it works even your upper body as well. Okay, so since I have these canned goods, I do not have a set of dumbbells, so canned goods can be a reasonable substitute. We're gonna do some bicep curls. So with the bicep curl, this is probably an exercise that a lot of you are familiar with. So you want to bring your elbows close to your side, all right? And you're gonna do what we call flexion of the elbow. So a flexion movement is bringing the extremity closer to the joint. And so it's literally just curling. And because, these canned goods only weigh a pound, it's not a lot of resistance. But what you want to do is focus on the contraction of the muscle. So what we want to do when you curl, you want to come to just past 90 degrees. And you want to make sure you squeeze your bicep muscle here. If you have a heavier weight, and then of course you're going to activate your biceps a little bit more, and you can squeeze, all the way to full flexion. So the bicep has two heads. So by doing a traditional bicep curl, we're addressing the one head of the bicep, and you can do a movement called a hammer curl. So a normal traditional bicep curl, our hands are held horizontally. If we do a hammer curl, our hands are held vertically, and that is how we target the second portion of the bicep. And so it's always a good idea when you're working your biceps to switch out your traditional bicep curls with your hammer curls. And so what we're gonna do, with our bicep curls, we're just gonna do a quick set of 10. So we're gonna do 10 traditional bicep curls, and then we're gonna do 10 hammer curls. All right, so we're gonna start that. 2, 3, and because the weights are light, we really want to focus on the squeeze at the top. Activate those bicep muscles. 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going slow so I can focus on that squeeze. And 10, and then we're going to switch it to hammer curls. 1, and I'm going to turn to the side. 2, so you can see it both views. 3, and then it's also a good thing while you're doing these activities to activate your core muscles. So a very simple way for you to activate the core is while you're standing here doing your bicep curls to squeeze your glutes. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so that's the bicep curl. Now, you have your bicep muscle in the front, you have your tricep muscle in the back. So how do we work our triceps? Well, we're gonna take our chair, the same chair that we did our squats with, and we're gonna do what's called tricep dips. So with a dip, what you wanna do is you're gonna sit in the chair, you're gonna put your hands underneath your bottom, right? And then you're going to extend your legs out. All right, don't mind my dog. Dexter, stop. Okay, so you're going to lower your body to the ground, and you want your elbows to go straight back. You don't want your elbows to go out to the side like that. You want them to stay straight back. And this is a tricep dip. All right, very simple movement. If you need to make it easier, bring your feet in closer. If you need to make it harder, and then put your legs out further. And then lower to the ground, come to the top, and squeeze. To the ground, come up, and squeeze. All right, so that's the tricep dip. The next movement that I'm going to teach you is lateral raises. So we're going to do lateral raises, and then we're going to do front raises, and that'll be shoulder work. And then we're going to put all of the movements together into a circuit, and then you'll be able to repeat that circuit. You can go through it about 3 to 5 times, but I'll go through the first circuit with you, and then you can continue after that. So for a lateral raise, again, I'm taking my canned goods. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your shoulders are relaxed, all right? And you're just going to raise your arms up to the side, to their parallel, and then back down. So that's 1. Out to the side, and back down. Out to the side, and back down. So what you want to do is you always want to exhale on your effort. So breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth with exertion, and then breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good job. So we would do 10 of those, and then we would switch to front raises. So front raises, same thing, except you're bringing your canned goods to the front side, and your arms are going to go straight in front of you like this. Again, you want your arms to stay parallel. You want to exhale when your arms come up. Inhale when your arms go down. Exhale when the arms come up. And inhale when they go down. Exhale and inhale. Okay, so that's a very simple movement. And so with the circuit, what we're going to do to put everything together is we're going to do 10 squats. We're going to do 10 traditional bicep curls, 10 hammer curls. We're going to do 10 tricep dips, and then we're going to do 10 lateral shoulder raises and 10 front shoulder raises. All right, so, okay. All right, So let's do it. Okay, so remember, your feet gonna be shoulder width apart, and squat, sit back in a chair, come up, squeeze the glutes. Squat back, up, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. Make sure you're driving through the heel. Drive through the heel. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. So sit in a chair, come up, squeeze the glutes, drive through the heels. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. We're going to grab our canned goods and we're going to do bicep curls. 1, 2, really focus on the squeeze. 3, 4, and because we're going lightweight, we can do more reps. If you were going heavy weights, and then you want to do fewer reps. 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to do hammers. 1, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. 2, and we really want to focus on the squeeze. 3, 4, activate your core by squeezing your glutes. 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Okay, let's jump right into our tricep dips. So remember, sit in the chair, hands underneath your bottom. And then to make it easier, feet are closer, harder, feet further apart. Make sure your elbows are going straight back. And let's go. So 1, 2. Make sure you're coming all the way up to the top of your triceps so that way they're activated. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbows straight back. 9. Not out to the side. And 10. Good job. Okay, let's grab our canned goods again. And then we're going to do shoulders. So lateral raises. And out to the side. 1, 2, 3. So remember, exhale on the effort. So 4 or 5, 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, 10, and then we're going to switch to front raises. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 more, and 10. Good job. Okay, so that's your circuit. You can continue with your circuit. So typically whenever we do a circuit, we want to do 3 to 5 rounds of the activity. Just enough, get your heart rate going. If you find yourself getting tired and you have to pause and take a break, you certainly can. So when you do a circuit, you typically want to rest anywhere for about, up to a minute before you start the circuit over again. So make sure you're giving your body time to recuperate in between your circuits, and then and that's pretty much it. So tune in next time. We'll put together another circuit of 3 to 4 very simple movements that you can do at home that don't require a lot of expensive gym equipment. So until next time.